Hello, my name is Sheikh Sumaya Zabeen. In this presentation, I will demonstrate how I meet the Australian professional standards for teachers within an early childhood context. These standards guide educators in providing high quality teaching and learning experiences. The artifacts I have selected from my placement reflect my developing teaching practice, my ability to critically reflect, and my understanding of how to support children's learning's development and well being through intentional play based approaches. Throughout this presentation, I will explain how each artifact aligns with specific standards and how these experiences will influence my future teaching practice. Standard 1 focuses on understanding how children learn and recognizing that every child develops differently. My first artifact is an observation of Felix. That's the child's name. Through this observation, I identified how Felix engages in learning through sensory exploration, repetition, and play. For example, he explored materials using his senses, which supported both his cognitive and motor development. I also observed emerging language skills such as responding to sounds and interactions. This observation allowed me to better understand his developmental stage and use his knowledge to plan learning experiences that were meaningful, engaging, and appropriate for his needs. My second artifact is a differentiated color sorting activity designed for my focus child Luna. In this experience, I recognized that Luna required additional support to engage fully. I adapted the activity by using visual aids, simplifying instructions, and providing one on one guidance. These strategies ensured that Luna could participate successfully and experience a sense of achievement. This demonstrates my understanding of inclusive practices and the importance of responding to individual learning needs. Now I'm going to talk about the future teaching practice. In my future practice, I will continue to use observations as a key tool for understanding children's development. I aim to further strengthen my ability to differentiate learning experiences so that all children, regardless of their abilities, can actively engage and succeed. Standard 2 highlights the importance of both understanding content and delivering it effectively through appropriate teaching strategies. My first artifact is a Play Doh experience where I intentionally introduce early mathematical concepts. During this activity, children explored shape, size, and spatial relationships while strengthening their fine motor skills. I supported their learning by modeling how to manipulate the Play Doh, asking open ended questions, and encouraging them to describe what they were creating. This helped, this helped extend their thinking and develop their vocabulary. My second artifact is the weekly reflective practice, which I'm going to describe in the next slide. These reflection demonstrates how I evaluate my teaching strategies and consider how effectively I am supporting children's learning. Through reflection, I identified how strategies such as scaffolding, questioning, and observation can enhance learning experience. It also allowed me to recognize areas where I could improve and adjust my teaching approaches. In the future, I will continue to build my content knowledge and use intentional teaching strategies. I will focus on creating meaningful hands on learning experiences that encourage activate participation and support children's holistic development. Standard 3 focuses on planning, implementing, and evaluating learning experiences that support children's development. My first artifact is my mentor feedback form that was basically from my previous placement. This artifact is important because it provides insight into my teaching practice from an experienced educator. The feedback highlighted my strengths such as building positive relationships with children and creating engaging learning environments. It also identified areas for improvement which allowed me to reflect and make changes to my teaching practices. My second artifact is a water play learning experience that I planned and implemented. Water play provided opportunities for children to explore concepts such as cause and effect, problem solving, and cooperation. During this experience, I supported children by modeling actions, asking questions, and providing appropriate resources. This ensured that learning was both engaging and developmentally appropriate. In my future practice, I will continue to plan play based learning experiences that are guided by children's interests and developmental needs. I will also actively seek and apply feedback to continuously improve my teaching. Standard 4 emphasizes the importance of creating environments where children feel safe, secure, and supported. My first artifact is a behavior management plan. This plan focuses on using positive and responsive strategies to guide children's behavior. It recognizes that behavior is a form of communication and that children, especially infants, express their needs through their actions. The plan includes strategies such as maintaining consistent routines, providing comfort, and responding calmly to children's needs. My second artifact is a behavior observation record. This allowed me to observe children's behavior and respond appropriately using strategies such as redirection, reassurance, and positive reinforcement. These approaches support children in developing emotional regulation and understanding appropriate behaviors. In my future practice, I will continue to create safe and predictable environments. I will prioritize building strong relationships with children and use positive guidance strategies to support their emotional and social development. Standard 5 focuses on assessing children's learning and effectively communicating these with families. My first artifact is a confidential family communication template. I've left this blank because it's kind of confidential because it's regarding a special child. This template allows educators to share important information about children's learning and well being while maintaining confidentiality and ethical practice. It supports ongoing communication and helps build trust and partnership with families. My second artifact is an observation of Jasmine, which I'm going to explain in the next slide. These observation documents her engagement in sensory play and her developing communication skills. By sharing this information with her family, we can support her learning both at home and in the early childhood setting, ensuring continuity of care. In my future practice, I will continue to use observations and documentation to assess children's learning. I will also prioritize clear and respectful communication with families to support children's development. Standard 6 highlights the importance of continuous professional growth. My first artifact is my Child Protection Training Certificate. This demonstrates my understanding of legal and ethical responsibilities when working with children and my commitment to maintaining safe practices. My second artifact is my reflective journal with mentor feedback. Reflection allows me to critically evaluate my teaching practice, recognize my strengths, and identify areas for improvement. Engaging with feedback from my mentor supports my professional development and helps me improve my teaching strategies. In the future, I will continue to seek professional learning opportunities and engage in reflective practice. This will help me stay informed and ensure I provide high quality education. Standard 7 focuses on building strong professional relationship. My first artifact is a feeding update. Basically, this is something that we use, the educator are using to update in the app log. I have used one of the focus child whose name is Luca, and as you can see, I have put the number of times he has eaten and the amount in morning, lunch, and afternoon snacks, and so on. So basically, this provides daily communication with families about children's nutrition and well being, ensuring consistency between home and the early learning setting. My second artifact is a daily routine sheet. This is based on another child named Rosaline. This documents children's activities, rest, and meals throughout the day, helping families stay informed and involved in their child's experiences. In my future practice, I will continue to build respectful and collaborative relationships with families. I will ensure communication is clear, consistent, and supportive to promote children's well being and development. In conclusion, this portfolio demonstrates my understanding and application of the Australian professional standards for teachers within an early childhood setting. Each artifact highlights my ability to plan, implement, and reflect on learning experiences that support children's development and well being. Moving forward, I am committed to continuous improvement through reflection, professional learning, and creating inclusive, engaging, and high quality learning environments for all children. These are the list of my references. Thank you.